everyone, today I'm here to do another tag. I'm sure you're going to be seeing a lot of tags for me. A lot in the next couple weeks because there's so many tags floating around right now. Today I'm doing one I planned to do a very long time ago, just never got around to it, and that is the Pretty Little Liars tag. Now this tag was created by Ingrid and Joey of Miss Glamorazzi and Joey Graceffa. I can never pronounce his last name right. Anyway, they created this tag. And I know Jessie from Jessie the Reader also did this tag, so I will link all those videos below. So yeah, let's talk about Pretty Little Liars. I will say if you're not caught up with it, don't watch this video. I can't guarantee I'm not going to spoil anything, but let's just say safe bet thing. Here we go. Question number 1. Who is your favorite character? I have two favorite characters. They're split half and half, I'd say. My favorite characters are Spencer and Hannah. I like Spencer because I feel like she's the most nonsense of the group. Like, she's the one that's gonna figure things out. She doesn't take no for an answer. Like, she's just very, she reminds me of most of myself, if I have to be honest. And I like Hannah because Hannah's very she's very sarcastic. She's very, has this attitude, which I kind of like, and I see a little bit of myself. I mean, if I was a character on the show, I'd be a mix between Spencer and Hannah. That would be me. But those two are my favorite. 2, who do you think is behind the A-Team? Now, taking this as a TV show strictly, I've read, I think, at least through book 8, I want to say, through Pretty Little Liars, so I have a good idea of what's going on in the books, but the TV show is so different from the books that I just try to think of them as separate because they're so different. Anyway, from the TV show standalone point of view, I think that we know for a fact certain people are on the team. Of course, we know Mona, duh. And then I think Jenna's definitely a part of it. I think Melissa is a big part of it. I mean, we're figuring out more about Melissa and how she's doing all these things and stuff, but I think Melissa's been a part of this for a long, long time because in a lot of episodes, they're like, where's Melissa? And Spencer's like, she's up in Philadelphia doing something. Really? Girlfriend, she's not in Philadelphia. Let's be real here. What else do I think is behind the A-Team? I can't think of anybody else really per se. I think it would be behind the A-Team. I don't know. Those are my guesses, which were pretty much affirmed on it. So what kind of guesses do I have since we're pretty much affirmed that they have something to do with it? So, whoops, sorry. Number 3, who do I ship? I love Spencer and Toby. I love them. What are they called? Spoby, I think. I don't know the ship names. And I like Aria and Ezra together. They're not my favorite. I think they have a very flawed relationship. I think that there's just too many things going on for them to be together. Like, that's just my opinion on them. I like them together, but they're just like not my ultimate favorite. Spencer and Toby are my favorite. 4, most memorable / cheesy moment in the show. Oh gracious, I have not a clue on this one. I can't think of one particular thing that was cheesy. I mean, some of the one-liners are pretty cheesy, or some of the things are pretty cheesy, but I can't think of anything. Favorite villain. I like Jenna. I like Jenna because you never know what Jenna's gonna do. You never know. She kept his secrets hidden. She's like, we know about her, but we really don't know that much about her. Like, we know her incentives for sure, but I would love to see an episode in the perspective of Jenna, like see more about her. I really love Jenna because she's very diabolical and very mean, and you don't know with her. She's very wishy-washy, at least in my opinion. Who do you predict will or might become a villain? I don't know. It's so hard to, I don't know. I'm really bad at this stuff, predicting people and who is gonna be on what team and all this kind of stuff. I'm trying to think of somebody in particular. I think Mona's not gonna be, like, we know Mona's kind of coming over to the good side, but I ultimately would never trust Mona as far as I can throw her, honestly. Maybe her, I guess. I don't know. Which girl do you think has been hurt the most by A? All of them. Like, holy crap. Like, there's several. I love the show altogether. I love it. There's some things I don't like about it. The circumstances these girls put themselves in, like how they physically get hurt by this person, and they could totally change it. Like, they could be a lot smarter about it. And I know the TV show does it because it's the TV show, but for real, girl, who walks around without a flashlight if you're gonna go somewhere at night? Who walks around like without any sort of protection at all, and you know somebody's out there to hurt you? You know they're always following you. Like, I'm like, what? Has been hurt by A the most, I think Aria and Spencer and I think all of them. Emily got like poisoned and drugged and crap, and Arya's been drugged or something, and Spencer was locked in that shower and almost like they've all like had crazy predicaments. Which girl's style do you love the most? Which girl do you relate to the most? Styling wise is a mixture between. I really love some of Arya's style. Like some of Arya's style I love. I love Spencer and Hannah's style. I love their style. I think Emily's is the most. I like Emily's. Emily's probably the most common to my style because it's very plain and classic. That's how I dress. But in terms of how I want to dress, it'd be any one of those other three. I would love to dress like them. Which girl do I relate the most? I've already talked about this a little bit. I would be a mixture between Spencer and Hannah for sure. Why do the girls keep seeing Allison? Do you think there's something more behind it? Well, I know what's gonna happen, or I know what happens in the books at least. And I know the show is, I think, taking it very far from the books right now, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm trying to view them as two different things, what the show's doing, and I know they're seeing her for a reason. I know what's happening, so I don't know what the show's gonna do. I heard somebody tell me that they were gonna do something totally different from the books, so I know what I know, but I don't know what they're gonna do. Ken, who is your crush on the show? If I could be with any guy on the show, it'd be either Ezra or Toby. Toby is very strong, and he's very hot. I mean, I would let Toby protect me any day. And Ezra, I love his hair, I love his voice, I love smartness. I just think he's dreamy. Any one of them, I'll take any two of them, any day. Who's your least favorite character out of the four girls? I'd definitely say Emily. Emily has just not a lot of good storylines in my opinion. I think she's just kind of boring. But that is just me. I don't hate her overall. I just don't necessarily love her as much. What was the biggest shocking moment for you? I'd definitely say one of the biggest shocking moments for me is when they locked Arya in that freaking box on the Halloween train and they put like knives and they were trying to stab her. I was like, whoa, this is getting like real for sure on that. Like that's I think the most farthest I've ever done. And then she wakes up and she sees somebody dead next to her. I was like, wow. That's probably the most shocking for me. I can't think of anything else right now. Kind of irrelevant if you're caught up on the show. Do you think Toby's dead? We obviously know that he's not. What else is there to say? What would you do if A was after you? Oh my gosh, I can't wait to talk about this. Like I said earlier, like these, like I know they do this for the show to make it more suspenseful, to make it more crazy, and I get that. But in real life, let's be honest here. If A was after me, I would not be in Rosewood, first of all. And if I was, I'd be packing. Like I would not go anywhere without weapons and etc. on me. And but also, I hate that in the show that they know they're being watched all the time. They're totally aware of them being watched. And yet, when the doorbell rings, they will leave their phone on the couch in the other room. I mean, come on, really? And why would you be alone all the time at nighttime there? Like, and it's just the circumstances that I feel like sometimes they put themselves in these circumstances. I'm like, let's be smart here. Let's just say if A was after me, I would be long gone, or I would be have some weapons and all that other kind of stuff. That's just to me personally. Alright, that is all for the Pretty Little Liars tag. I'm going to tag two people that I know on YouTube watch the show. I don't know of too many people on YouTube that watch the show. I'm going to tag Lizzie Books because I know she watches the show. And Lauren Hannah. Yes, I know she does all those document the life videos pretty much, but maybe she'll do this one too because I know she watches Pretty Little Liars. And I also tag you. If you guys watch Pretty Little Liars and want to do this tag, please leave it as a video response and etc. And I would love to talk about Pretty Little Liars with you. I mean, I'm excited. It's coming on tonight, so who is excited for it? I am. What do you think is going to happen this season? What's going to go on? I have no predictions per usual. I'm just along for the ride. That is all for me, and I will talk to you guys later.